Hi, this is Grace Power with Bedazzle.com, and today I just wanted to give a few little tips on how to minimize the pain and also improve the results for your sugaring. I haven't talked about these before, so I just want to give you what I've experienced, and then if you have feedback or want to try it out and then give me more feedback, I'm just encouraged, or I would be encouraged to hear what was working for you and what's not working for you. So a little while ago, I was waxing one of my regular customers, and he was complaining while I was sugaring his back that it was hurting more. And we kind of talked about some different things that he might be doing, and we concluded that it might have been the collagen supplements he was taking. It was making his hair a little thicker, and so the hairs were getting pulled stronger out of the root. After the sugaring, usually he would always get some breakouts on his back, and this particular time he didn't experience hardly any breakouts, and we kind of believe that it might have had to do with the collagen, that it was making his hair stronger, and so the sugar was pulling it out better by the root because it had more to grab onto, and then he had less breakage of the hairs, and so less breakouts after the service. So that might be something to try, and let me know what your experience is. And of course, since it did hurt a little bit more during the session, I was also brainstorming on ways, if you were using collagen, how could you minimize the pain to help counteract that effect. And a couple things I thought of. One is, if you've heard of turmeric. Turmeric, it is just a natural supplement you can take. You can also make teas with it, and it shows to be anti-inflammatory, which also helps minimize the pain. So it should kind of do two things. It'll help the sugaring be less painful during the service, and then also after the service you should have less redness or less pink skin. And if you do get a little pink, it should go away faster because it's working as an anti-inflammatory. And then the other thing was, I want to demonstrate, but usually you might have seen in my other videos that when I sugar and I pull the strip off, I always put my other hand down on the skin and I hold it there for a few seconds, and that really helps minimize the pain as well. And part of it is our brain senses touch before it senses pain. So the sensation of touch gets to the brain faster, and then you don't feel the pain so much. So I just have a little bowl of sugar here, and I'm just going to demonstrate this on my leg. So if you were to be going along, so with the sugar, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to go over it a couple times before I pull it off here, just to mold it on. And then pull it off, and you just put your hand down, and that will stop any of the stinging. And this is really good to know when you're sugaring yourself as well as other people, especially on more sensitive areas. This part on my leg is not too sensitive for me because I don't have very much hair, and it's just not a really sensitive spot. But let me go down to the ankle, because for the ankle it really is a tender spot for me. So one thing I do on the ankles is I do smaller sections. So I'm not going to do as long of a strip, and then I pull it off really fast and put my hand down and put some pressure. And you might find that with you, because I've in general, people's ankles tend to be more tender, more sensitive, and so it's a good spot to be a little more delicate. And I can actually feel the sting. Okay, it's finally going away. Now it's away. So the ankle, the sting really lasts for a while on me, and you want to hold your hand down for as long as that sting is lasting. I'll just help it go away faster. And then, of course, on a customer, you're not going to really feel it. You're not going to know what they're feeling. So it helps if you've had it done on yourself and you kind of empathize and know which are the sensitive areas. And use this technique of just putting your hand down afterwards and stopping the sting. So, and if you are an esthetician, you're doing this sugaring as a service or even waxing, I'll just let you know that it was a big reason that customers came back to me or wanted to be with me, asked for me instead of somebody else, and also referred customers and said, make sure you go to Grace. And a big reason was they had told me, I was like, what do I do different? Why do you like how I do it better? And they said, you put your hand down afterwards and you hold it there. So just a FYI, to build your client base and to get them coming back and having less pain or discomfort during the services, be sure to use that technique. Let me know how some of these things go, trial and error, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.